Hey, hi everybody. I'm George. That's Ben. Welcome to My Fat Hands. Today we have a variety of topics. Mostly, though, it's going to be me saying a lot because I've
No,
already done
we've got a great show for today.
we do,
We did a lot of research and have a lot of things lined up, George.
and we should take this time to thank our subscribers. We actually have
Oh,
subscribers now. So this is disco time. Very nice, the disco.
that
So
is
very nice. So we have the last check, 15 subscribers. So
dude, amazing.
we are a freaking powerhouse. We cannot be stopped. No matter what you try, it's not going to happen. So cool. So Ben, this week has some topics lined up for us.
A lot of topics lined up
It's
for us this
crazy,
week. So,
crazy.
yep.
I'm gonna sit back and enjoy.
All
I think today we're sponsored by the Color 7. Now
I
that
smell that color sometimes. I have a nightmare and I wake up. Oh, smell sevens.
that might be confusing to some people because they say no, 7 is a number, it's not a color. Well, yeah, to humans, yeah, we can't see the color 7, but there are a variety of animals that can see outside the human spectrum, and
Exactly.
they can see the color 7. So
Now
we
they
were
see
really,
ghosts and things, right?
yeah, oh yeah, they can see the
Spirit
past,
world.
future.
Since
It's
we're sponsored by the spirit world today.
yes, and the
Yes.
color 7. So
And the color
yes,
seven. Yeah. Very
absolutely.
well done. I like that.
Thank you.
I hope they continue to sponsor us. This sounds good. All
Fingers
right.
crossed.
All
All,
right.
all 11 toes are crossed. It wasn't gone too long.
We just
This,
lost a subscriber though.
oh,
So
let's, maybe we'll get him back. We'll get him back with
all right,
this.
all right. We'll get some
I have this.
Oh,
This is all of the Gamera movies on
check you
Blu-ray.
out. Wow.
So yeah, this was gifted to me from a buddy, and it hasn't been opened yet. I won't
You
tell you how
really
long I've had it, but I have the entire Gamera collection
Wow.
on Blu-ray. So
All four of them. Apparently there's
I
not
don't
many.
I don't know if there's more than one per disc. I'm assuming that there's only one per disc, but and I will also say that my Gamera knowledge, which is nowhere near as vast as my Godzilla knowledge, was not Gamera's not Toho, so that's why there is no
Oh, there's no crossover.
there's no crossover because
Interesting.
they're two different studios, which is
Interesting.
very very depressing to us Godzilla slash Gamera
Imagine
fans.
if there was a crossover, it would be epic.
It
Would
would
they be
change.
friends? I'm not sure. They might
I'm sure
not.
I'm sure they would.
You
There's
think?
no doubt.
They're friends to children, right?
Absolutely.
They have the dance. Yeah.
Gamera's got rocket power. I
Yeah.
mean, what more could you want out of your turtles? And he's a gymnast. I mean, he's a world class gymnast.
All right. So let's look at I teed up some Gamera stuff because we were talking about this last week, and it's like there's some incredible looking stuff on
That is just
Amazon. I didn't even know.
that's amazing. That is
This thing
absolutely amazing.
this is incredible. This is only like $25.
I would easily pay $27 to $35 for that.
I put this on my wish list. So if anybody wants to, but it's just like this thing is freaking great. But then there's a
That's
whole bunch of, and I every once in a while I'll revisit my childhood. Oh, Matchbox cars. I'll go on eBay and I'll buy a Matchbox car that I had as a kid or something. But there's some like freaking
oh wow.
incredible. Look at
Yeah.
this one. Yeah, I mean, look, he's got like
Oh yeah.
it doesn't really. I can't really zoom in too great on this. Here we go. I can zoom in on it. That thing has got like a real
Oh yeah.
active pose.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
don't
yeah.
remember him being like this exactly. This is more like a ninja
That's
thing.
yeah. That's like Gamera 3000 or something.
Yeah,
That's
maybe this is one of the more recent ones. Yeah, so
that is the future of Gamera right there.
look at this high tech. Yep. It comes with some kind of like injury happens. I guess this is
Oh,
probably something that happens in a movie. They don't exactly show it too well here, but
there's
apparently, he shoots fire and
oh,
it
yeah.
comes with a tail, but also comes with like these meddlesome, I don't know, beetles, or I'm not sure what these things are. I guess we'd have to watch the movie.
It's maybe birth control devices. I'm not sure what's going on here.
And maybe that's why this happened, because it went in the wrong, I don't know, something.
Well,
Yeah. Hey, yep. And then I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a
and that's where babies come from. There you go.
Okay, yeah, and there they are all together. I'm not sure. It's like a hip or something, like like a cervix. Not sure. Here's all his friends. Yeah, it's pretty great. But I was just like, this is freaking awesome. And then I started looking, and then I found this.
Oh, geez. Now, yeah.
Oh, crap. I mean, come on.
That's the words escape me. That's how nice that is.
Right. And also, so the pictures they chose for this, of course, like he, can I get this to come on? Alrighty. All over image. I mean, this is just some incredible shit right here. And he also turns his head backwards, apparently.
Yeah, he does that. He does that in the movie as well.
Check that
As a matter of fact, I think at one point his head starts like spinning around like super fast.
Yeah, and smoke comes out. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's epic. This thing's epic. So this thing is incredible. I don't know how big it is. It's only 6 inches tall, length or feet. Well, it says 2 by 2 by 6, so it's like 6 inches tall, which is pretty cool. And I'm like, wow, this thing is incredible. And then I looked at how much it is. It's $400.
Yeah, so apparently it's made out of platinum.
Oh, apparently if you click on it, then you get. I mean, that is just incredible.
That's awesome. Especially when only 6 inches tall. That's absolutely amazing.
So badass. And it's got like a little door that opens up. I'm sure stuff shoots out of here. It's incredible. I love this movie when this came out. But $400, it's a rough one.
Well, $450, you could buy the real Mechagodzilla.
Shit, you could build your own Mechagodzilla.
Right.
See, and then I don't know, this kind of.
Oh man, so there you go.
This is a more modern Godzilla, but it's still pretty badass. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think so. This is a Japanese. This version of Godzilla, I don't think has ever appeared in the American Godzillas, but yeah, his evolution, he has become like a super badass. And I think that's just really cool looking. I didn't see what movie he was in this one. Is that from?
I don't know. It's 2002 Godzilla. I'm not really sure.
Okay, yeah, it's 2002. I want to say it's Godzilla versus Destroyer. That one. I'm somewhat cognizant of the different ones they put out, but yeah, that particular Godzilla is badass. He has the fangs.
He's got got more of a neck, like a neck thing going.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's all about, but yeah, not less cat-like and more like snake. I'm not sure, but that thing's incredible too. The textures and stuff on here is just holy crap.
How much is that one?
This one's $200.
I'd pay $200 for that. If I was making twice as much money as I am now, I would easily I'd easily pay $239 for that. How tall is that one, I wonder? Boo!
Well, this is 6 inches tall. Yeah, I put this here because it just knows. It just looks how sad and pathetic this is.
It's just terrible.
It's just pathetic, and he knows he's pathetic, and it looks bad. He just got these terrible, like disjointed arms and legs. It's so sad. You know how I feel, George. I think Godzilla could eat King Kong for breakfast like every day, and
to me, I was thinking about it as somebody who who always gives time for his Lord and Savior Godzilla. That Godzilla versus King Kong is kind of like Batman versus Superman. That's the way I kind of figured out. It's like, you're in the same universe.
Yeah, I can see the costume, right?
Yeah, but King Kong is just a greased, oily rag that's waiting to be lit up by a radioactive lizard.
Yeah, it's not a comparison in my mind either. And I really, really like the King Kong versus Godzilla movie that was out recently. That was so great. Plus, it had Mechagodzilla in it too. It was just freaking awesome. But the whole movie, I'm thinking, man, Godzilla, you just should tear this thing apart. It's just a monkey on a boat, and you should just shred it. There's really,
Yeah.
what kind of powers does he have? He swings a stick around and stuff, and and of course he befriends a little girl, and it's just it was.
Yeah, he's like a hairy Gamera with no skills. That's
I was absolutely entire movie rooting for Godzilla to just destroy King Kong. So,
and he did.
Did
on him twice.
Not only did he beat his ass, he left him for dead, and he's like, "I could kill you, but I'm not going to because you're not worth it."
That's right.
Thought that was pretty epic. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie.
And I just want to say to any King Kong subscribers we might have that are offended by this, fuck you. Fuck King Kong. Okay.
It's not a pansy ass King Kong channel.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go somewhere else for your King Kong babble because we're not about that at all. So
we're not going to grovel to you monkey lovers. That's my little side trip down Gamera Road. Thanks for joining me. I guess there's more than one. I don't know where he's posable. I'm not even sure, but this thing.
Yeah, those are definitely different heads.
Look how freaking amazing this thing is.
That Gamera scares me. I need to be helped now. That one's a little. That's upsetting.
Get back in the bathtub.
I'm a little worried about that Gamera. That
extra thing on this arm here. It's not a flipper. It's got like a pokey something extra going on here.
Yeah, it's like a dew claw that migrated from his elbow up to his hand. That's wow.
Have you ever seen? I've seen some people have those dew claw fingers. You ever seen that?
No, I can't say that I have.
I used to work for a guy a long time ago, and he had like an extra thumb or something. It was really weird.
Wow.
I would think if you had an extra thumb that at some point you would have it removed.
Depends on what you do with it. Maybe he plays.
It's not like a vital organ.
Well, maybe he plays the bass.
You have a thumb already, and he had an extra thumb. And then a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I ran into a guy, and I was hanging out with him, and at a certain point, I just realized he had an extra finger somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it was. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't, nice guy. I just figured if you had an extra finger, you'd probably remove it. But
well, let's count the digits on this Gamera because I realize that it has a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus claw.
Yeah, but there's also a thumb. So this is a 7-fingered.
Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait.
And the dew claw.
5. Oh, you're right. He's got 5 plus the dew claw. So he's got 7.
Yeah, this is a 7-digit. I mean, this guy can count. There is no doubt in my mind that if there's 14 or something, this guy's going to count it. It's going to happen.
I don't know. Maybe this is just fate working its magic, but who are we sponsored by today?
The color 7.
Look how many things he's got on his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it all comes together.
You see that? It was meant to be. Thank you, color 7.
Great, thank you. I smell you. I'll smell you in my sleep later. So, all right, well, that's our trip down Gamera Road. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Next week, Godzilla. It might be Mecha Godzilla. I don't know. It's probably going to be Mecha Godzilla now because he's freaking incredible. But
Mecha Godzilla is super badass. So I do want to say this to anybody that likes King Kong that I like King Kong removed from Godzilla. In the world where there's just King Kong, I'm totally okay with King Kong. It's just introducing King Kong to Godzilla. No, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. It doesn't make me happy.
I don't like King Kong at all. I'm not even gonna, sugarcoat it a little bit. I like the King Kong movie, the black and white original one. I thought that was a pretty cool movie.
The Harryhausen animated.
Right. I thought that was pretty cool. Like they led up to the whole thing. They're on the island. He fights dinosaurs and stuff. And I thought that was kind of cool. But it seemed like they're trying to make him something he's not. He's just a little monkey who's, he's like a big monkey. He's not a superhero. I don't know. So
he wasn't created by radioactive waste. Come on, man. He
doesn't shoot fire out of his mouth.
No.
Come on. He's not really in the same league is what I'm trying to say.
He doesn't even have glowing wounds like Gamera. I mean, come on.
It's a trauma creature. Yeah.
That's insane. Why? Anyhow.
Well, anything in the news you want to talk about, George? I haven't.
No. Hey, make it very nice. We come
Yeah.
visit.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
we should have talked about my ex-girlfriend. That would have been fun. And Borat.
If only we had time. But
I
wait,
know.
we do have time. Now we got plenty of time.
Do we?
We have plenty of time. Tell your story. Yeah, tell your story.
Oh well, how did that come about? We were talking about Borat.
Well, we both like Borat. I like Borat. You are a little sensitive about it because somebody that
Oh,
you are friends with
no,
uh,
no,
was
I don't know.
maybe had a joke played on them by Borat, and
Yeah,
and and it's a clip I had seen previously, and I knew exactly who you were talking about, and I was like, wow, she's
yeah.
kind of a fox, and apparently this gal was. You were in kind of some kind of relationship with her
For
at some
some
point.
reason, this
Yeah.
foxy girl like the George. No why.
Very nice.
Very nice. It's crazy. Big
Yeah,
round
she was
George. But
straight up
yes,
fox. I
yes.
hope she subscribes, but if not,
She will not. She has. As a matter of fact, I wished her happy birthday recently. She had a birthday.
was it
She
her
did not.
birthday?
Actually, it's the day after her birthday. I was
Well
a day.
done.
Yeah.
Well done. That's a sure way to show affection.
Yeah.
Show up late.
She did not write back to say hello. So
But not so nice.
not so nice. But that's
Yeah.
all right. It was a relationship I was in 20 years ago. So yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, no, she was a very attractive young lady, and I wish her well. There you go.
Funny clip too. It was funny clip. But no, I
No,
think Borat is funny as shit. And
I think Borat's funny. The problem I have, and I think Sacha Baron Cohen, the man who portrays Borat, is a genius. But I have a problem with comedy that plays pranks on people that aren't in on it because it makes them look bad. And so I don't know. I much prefer comedy where people are in on it. I think my joke was a perfect example of that. Had you been on,
I wasn't in on it at all.
If you were just a victim of comedy like Borat's, people are
Even after explaining it, I still don't understand it. So.
Oh God, I didn't think it was that bad. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I much prefer comedy that is more there are no victims, if you will. So whereas even the horrible people that Sasha takes advantage of, it makes me wince.
Except it doesn't bother me at all. I think it's all funny, so I don't mind.
Except for Rudy. Rudy deserves it, but everybody else. Hey, that's my niece. She's 15 years old. Maybe you shouldn't be making happy fun time. It's like, I'm the mayor of New York. I can do what I want. It's like, oh, fuck.
I thought that movie was pretty funny. The subsequent movie film, I thought that was pretty good. I mean, I know he had an agenda, obviously, but it was still good. I enjoyed it.
I only watched the first 5 minutes of it, 5-10
Really?
minutes of it, recently this week, and I can tell you the first 2 minutes of it were hilarious.
Boy, you are really anti-comedy. You really are.
I don't think more untrue words have ever been spoken on this podcast. I am a absolute encyclopedia of comedy.
You're you're anti-comic. You're anti New York Times.
Whoa, where is this coming from? Oh my God. I'd like to point out this is the first time that Ben and I have met. So if anybody's confused right now.
What do you mean the first time we met? I've been working with you for 6 months.
16 years. No, anti-New York Times. What is that? Come on. I love the New York Times. I love comedy. I love Bill Hicks. I love Ron Schock. By the way, if you ever get a chance, go to YouTube, look up Ron Schock, and look up Ron Schock headlines. It will be the funniest thing you ever do. It's almost as funny as my knock-knock joke.
Okay.
Ron Schock, there used to be, these are 90s comedians. There's a guy from Texas in the 90s named Bill Hicks, who many people regard as a prophet more than a comedian, who I just absolutely love, almost as much as Godzilla. And a guy that used to tour with him was a comedian named Ron Schock, and Ron Schock had a bit that he used to do. That what he would do is he'd read newspapers, and then he would take the information from the newspapers and make that into a comedy bit, and it was absolutely hilarious. Just drop out of your seat laughing.
Inclusive.
Very inclusive. It was non-offensive.
No pranks.
No pranks. But many of the stories are ultra violent, which of course is
Okay.
hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah, ultra violent, and just the guy's just absolutely brilliant. I would play some for you right now, but I just don't think people are ready. You know, they're probably still busy laughing at my knock joke. So
They probably are still recovering from that. What do you think about Norm Macdonald then? What do you think about his comedy?
So Norm, Norm's career bounced around a lot. I mean, like the jokes that made me fall in love with Norm Macdonald was he used to have one of his first routines he did was he said everybody wants to have a pit bull, you know, it's a pit bull, you know, you go to sleep at night and you wake up, it's just ripped your throat right out of your neck, you're dead, you know. Why would anybody want a pit bull? He says, I want a wiener dog. You know, because that way the wiener dog turns psycho. You like wake up one in the morning and like maybe he's broken through the skin a little bit. You know, he's just not. You know, hey, get out of here, wiener dog. That's the kind of jokes that he started off with that I thought was hilarious. His stuff, it ranged. I mean, because he had some really offensive material that like he did on his show that he had on the internet.
Yeah.
Very misogynistic stuff and
yes,
like that.
Yes.
But at the same time, he had a weird innocence about him, even though he had these just totally vile, vitriol-full jokes. So he's kind of an anomaly. I mean, I feel bad that he's no longer with us, and I never saw him live. But he had just some hilarious stuff. I mean, one of my favorites, I think you and I talked about this before, is he was doing a roast, and he had got a book of jokes from the 40s.
Right.
And that was just it was awful but hilarious at the same time. And it was so funny because he's just pounding through these just really silly jokes from the 40s that they sound like they're from the 40s. They do not sound like contemporary.
They sounded like kids' jokes or something.
It's like, you know, Margaret's such a battle axe. Next Christmas, I'm going to get her some new boots. You know, it's just like, you know, like what?
Yeah.
The comedians were dying. I mean, they were just every joke he put out, just there's crying, they're just laughing so hard. And the audience is just crickets. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't know what he's doing. They just have no clue. But every single comedian was just like peeing themselves. It's so funny. So he was a genius.
He was so committed to that bit. Yeah. Like he stuck with it. After we talked about it, I watched it because I had never seen it before, and he was so committed to that.
Oh yeah,
he was really committed to it, and I really enjoyed him on. I thought he was the best with the SNL news. You know, the weekly, you know, whatever they call that bit. I don't know, but he was so freaking funny with that, and he was pounding the OJ Simpson thing. Yeah. He would not let that go, and they got him fired. Yeah, got him fired. Yep. So I didn't watch his internet show, and I didn't realize exactly some of his opinions, which were kind of offensive. But you know, if you take his work at face value, I mean, especially the SNL stuff, that's where I'm most exposed to him. And any of those bits that he was in, they were just great. You know, the Jeopardy stuff. I mean, those are some of my favorite bits on SNL, and he fucking kills it on that, you know, and that's probably one of my favorite SNL bits, you know, the Jeopardy thing. So.
Oh yeah. Oh,
so good.
Everybody in that was good.
Oh, they nailed it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. From Will Ferrell to Daryl Hammond as Sean Connery. I mean, just
so good.
they were so good at it that whenever somebody else was on it, you were just like, "Shut up, get us to
Right.
the other two." You know, it's like,
Do
"Oh,
your little bit, and then okay, you're the guest this week, and then let's move on to the real stuff.
They
Yes.
had one where Jimmy Fallon was playing French Stewart,
Yeah.
and he looked exactly like French Stewart. He
Yeah.
sounded, his affect was perfect. And I was just like, shut up and get to Sean Connery. I don't care.
Right.
You know, it's just like, who gives a shit? Just go.
Yeah,
And
that was
then,
some
and then
good stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and then Norm Macdonald as helped me out with my Alzheimer's. What's his name?
What's his name?
Yeah, Burt Reynolds. Thank you. Thanks
Yeah,
for
I
thanks for
helped you.
saying that. Yeah,
That
that's
was
great.
big assist right there. What's his name? Yeah,
It's
it's
like
Burt Reynolds, right? No, you should have said Turd Ferguson is what you
Turd
should have.
Ferguson. Yes. Well, I knew Turd Ferguson, but
Oh,
oh god. So yeah, it's a giant hat. It's hilarious.
but we didn't say the disclaimer where this is not for kids, by the way.
Oh, that's true. That's
Because
true. Do you want to do it this week?
what the disclaimer?
Yeah.
This is not for fucking kids.
It's not for kids. So if you're a kid, fuck off.
Fuck off.
That's right. We're adults. We use adult language.
We
Deal
should,
with it.
maybe we should add to this disclaimer. Okay, this is not for kids. So if you're a kid, fuck off.
Right.
Also, if you like King Kong,
Eat
you know,
shit. Yeah.
yeah, right.
Go back to South Jersey, asshole.
Actually do. We don't want you here. You can unsubscribe. The rest of you, you're welcome to join us. Help to earn your subscription. There's the guy I watch on YouTube, and he's great. He's I don't know how I just like stumbled across this guy, but he's fantastic. He's I don't know what you call him exactly. Prospector is what you would call him exactly, and he's up in Canada.
Oh God! Is it a redhead guy with the big beard?
Yeah, what's that?
I started watching it. It's like Dan, something
Yeah,
like something
Dan,
real common. Yeah.
he's freaking great, and he always says, "I hope to earn your subscription." That's the tag.
Hey.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch. Plus, he's in these most beautiful, beautiful locations, like the
Yeah.
Northwest. He's in the mountains, and he's by these glacial streams and rocks and stuff. I love that stuff. He's great. He's really fun to watch. So he did earn my subscription, by the way.
Oh wow! I haven't subscribed yet. It's weird that you mentioned that because I just started watching him like last week. I mean, it's odd that
Weird.
it's very odd. Here comes liberal George again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, let me stand on this soapbox here for a second.
You better hang that flag upside down.
Let me. Radioactive lizards know about America.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I just what the hell? No, I forgot what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say. When you go to grocery stores and you have a self-checkout lane, go to the lane with the people in it. Because if everybody uses the self-checkout lane, those people don't have jobs anymore. Yeah. And we need those people to have jobs. This is the type of thing that it seems like it's innocuous. It's not. It's a horrible fucking thing. I'm a former union guy. I want to preserve jobs. Service jobs are one of the jobs that one of the few jobs we can guarantee. So if you go to a grocery store and you go to a self-checkout lane, fuck you. Go give those people work. I don't care how long it takes them to ring your ass up. Support those people.
Funny that you mentioned that. We went to Walmart a couple days ago, last week, I don't remember. And about a year and a half ago, they started putting in those self-checkout lanes. Mm-hmm. And they still had like 2 lanes where they had checkout people. And they don't staff them anymore. There is no alternative now. And now, you are doing something for yourself that they used to pay somebody to do, and now you're doing it, and they got rid of that person. So, right. Yeah.
And you're not saving any money by doing that. They're not going to lower the prices.
Charge the same price. It's not like you get a dime off for every bag that you bag.
Right.
It takes place in Jersey. Everybody be cool.
So, so I had a guy that I used to work with when I was at a large telecom company that will go nameless that I'm still at. And I was, at the time, it was a union job I was doing, and this guy was a quality assurance engineer. So he would come behind I guess he's just quality, he wasn't an engineer, it's quality, So he'd go and review our jobs and all that stuff. Really nice guy. And he went up to Jersey to do some quality inspections on the stuff they have up there. And he was staying at his hotel, and he went to the yard where they dispatched, and like, but the cafe across the street, there was the signs, "Bring back Paulie." On the telephone poles are these signs, "Bring back Paulie." You know, there's everywhere he went, you know, within like a mile of this dispatch yard, there were these "Bring back Paulie" signs.
Paulie like the bird?
No, Paulie like Paulie or LLY. I don't know how you spell the guy version of, you know, Paul, but the Paulie, you know. Hey,
Yeah.
Paulie, my buddy Paulie.
Paulie. Paulie.
Sure, that works for me. That's fine. So
right.
everywhere there's these signs, "Bring back Paulie." So he's there like a second day. He's talking to all the union guys, and he's like, "Who is fucking Paulie? Who's this Paulie guy?" They go, "Oh, Paulie used to be our shop steward." They're like, just for you guys who don't know, the shop steward is kind of the leader, the next up in the rank if you're in the union. He's the guy who yells at the management if you're pissed off. So Paulie was a shop steward, and there was a guy who was working the job, who'd been on the job for like 30 years, whatever, and you have a certain amount of jobs per day you have to do. So up there in the Northeast, it was like one job a day. So you had to do at least well, they got a strong union up there. So
yeah, wow.
It's literally one job a day. Down here in Texas, it was 3.5. Up there, it was one.
Right.
And so this guy,
traffic.
Right, this older guy who'd been with the company forever, just worked at his own pace, and he was averaging 3 to 3.5 jobs a day, just doing his own thing. And so Paulie pulled him aside, and he says, "Hey, man, our jobs per day is one job per day." And he's like, "Yeah, Paulie, I know, but you know, I just work at my own pace." And he's like, "Yeah, but you're doing 3 times the amount of jobs that they want us to do." And he goes, "Well, I'm sorry, Paulie, but that's just how I work." And he says, "You need to stop, because what's going to happen is they're going to look at your numbers, then you look at everybody else's numbers, and then we're all going to have to do 3 jobs a day, and it's going to be a problem." And he's like, "Okay, Paulie, whatever, you know." So I guess like a month and a half later, they see this guy's jobs per day again. He's doing 3 to 3.5 jobs per day. So Paulie goes in the break room, grabs this guy by the throat, and just starts beating the shit out of him.
Wow.
And he kicks his ass all the way out of the building. They call the cops. There's blood everywhere. The guy goes to the hospital.
Holy shit.
They lock up Paulie.
Yeah.
So all the union guys want to bring back Paulie.
Wow.
So unions operate a little bit different in the Northeast than they operate.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're pretty tough. They're tough.
Yeah. So if Paulie asks you, "Hey, knock down your jobs per day," knock down your jobs per day. Okay, that's advice from your old buddy George. When you stop, it says slow down. Just slow down.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's my George story for this week.
That's a good story, George. I like that one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. I think we should close on that story. What do you think?
I agree.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thanks. I think we want to thank all our subscribers for joining us again this week. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, maybe even. And if you're a kid and you're watching this, fuck off.
Get the fuck out of here. Go to sleep. Quit fucking around.
If you're a fan of King Kong, find somewhere else to watch, because we're not going to coddle you.
That's right.
Not going to coddle.
No, we're not.
No.
We will bring back Paulie your ass on King Kong. There's no doubt about that.
And if for some reason you like hearing us ramble on about this shit, then subscribe. But if not, hey, we don't care. It's fine. But
and if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments.
Oh, yeah, definitely drop them in the comments. Yeah. We actually read all this stuff.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them. Yeah, and we'll respond to you. So, yeah, throw some comments in there. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us, especially about what kind of things you don't like about George.
Please.
Yeah.
The nose hair, the back hair, the breath, whatever.
Yeah.
And any technical issues, too. Like a lot of people said they couldn't hear me last time, hence the new microphone. So, yeah.
You should definitely hit your table a lot while you're...
Yeah.
Tap on the table, because I could really hear that.
That's not a bad habit or anything. Sorry.
Give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. But yeah, we encourage people to tell us what's up. So,
yeah, if you give us a thumbs down, I will cry. So that you got that going for you.
If you want to make him cry, if you want to make George cry, give him a thumbs down. So there you go. We don't care. It's all attention for us. So it's all,
That's right. Positive or negative.
yep. All right. Sounds good, George. Thank you, buddy.
Hey,
We'll see you again on the next one.
absolutely.
All right.
These are my fat hands.